Hello ladies. So I filmed all of my videos and I realized when I was going to upload them to YouTube that I missed a day. So I just came back from a run. That's why I have my headband on. I look like this. I'm not taking it off because my hair's gonna look crazy. So I'm just gonna film this really quickly because I think we've done most of these exercises, but it is Tuesday the 21st and it's the lower body 4 reps. So it's 50 to 100 reps of each exercise below. So we have straight leg deadlifts, clamshell to raise, weighted sumo squats, and reverse crunches. So we actually haven't done most of these, but they're all really easy to show. So what you do is you just pick how many reps you want to do per exercise. So if you're better at straight leg deadlifts than you are reverse crunches, you might want to pick 100 deadlifts and then only 50 crunches, whatever. It doesn't matter. You don't have to pick the same number of reps across the board, but you do have to complete the number of reps per exercise before moving on to the next exercise. Okay, so this is like an example of doing something, not max reps, but for fatigue. So the point is that you want to do all of them for each exercise before moving on, so that way you don't get a break. You can take a rest, but we want to keep working the same exercise. So we have straight leg deadlifts, clamshell to raise, straight leg deadlifts. So I know we have talked about these, or at least the form, in pretty lengthy depth. Clamshell to raise, bathe in beauty, clamshell, raise 1, 2, weighted sumo, and reverse crunch. I think we actually might have done weighted sumo. And reverse is where you just lift your butt off the ground and your shoulders stay. Okay, so to quickly go over your straight leg deadlift, that is when your butt and your hips move to the wall behind you. You feel it pull on your hamstring, your knees are slightly bent, your back is straight, kind of parallel with the floor, and then we stand up, back and hips back. Butt and hips go to the wall behind you. Your back naturally bends forward, your knees are slightly bent. Usually when I hit mid shin, I feel a lot of pulling right here. That's when I know to stand up, okay? Our clamshell to raise, so this one I don't think we did. So this is actually gonna work your inner and your outer thigh. So get comfortable. You want your heels to be lined up with your butt. So you don't want them to be back here. You don't want them to be too far in front, okay? So your knees are in front, but your heels should be kind of in line with your butt. Now, your clamshell is just lifting this top leg. The raise is lifting it up, but keeping the same form. So when you do this, you're gonna feel it on kind of like your hip side butt area, okay? The clamshell does the same thing, but also works the inner. So you're gonna open, but your feet are touching, and then you're gonna raise up, keeping that leg bent. 1, open, raise. 2, open, raise. 3. Now, if you are somebody who likes to use resistance bands, that would be a good one to use it on, because when you open, it's gonna make it really difficult, and then when you go to raise, it's going to also. So I don't know where exactly you would put the band, like I guess maybe around your knees like this, probably would be the best. But yeah, I never use them, but if you're somebody who likes them, that'd be a good exercise to use them with. Weighted sumo, so we talked about this before. Sumo is wide stance, toes pointed outward. And then I find the easiest way to hold a weight during a sumo is just down between your legs. Make sure you keep your back nice and straight and hit that kind of plie position at the bottom, okay? And you can also do those with no weight if that's too difficult for you. And then last we have our reverse crunch, which, as I said, is you're on your back, your knees are bent, your shoulders and your back stay on the ground, and then you lift your butt so your lower back kind of lifts off the ground. So lift up your butt and your lower back. 1, lift, 2, okay? So when you do these, you want to lift, and then you want to try to return to about 90 degrees. So you don't want to lift and come down and kind of use your swinging motion of your legs. You want to make sure that you're using your lower abs. So you lift, slow, return. Lift, slow, return. Okay, that's the easiest way to make sure that you're not swinging all around. And that's it. So sorry I missed it. Sorry I have to wear my fuzzy headband, but okay, that's all.